dailies before we get started on the real stream. Not a ton of houses to look at today. It's just been one of those kinds of times where people aren't really putting out houses yet. I think a lot of them are working on contests to come, which is fine. I'm personally kind of dabbling on some things, but I'm not really working on anything much. But we could go over to EU and see what's going on there. Oh, or, okay. You can go past me, I don't care. Won't care. All right, one of the mini quests going on. I don't remember which character gave me this, what kind is, I don't think this is a world boss. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, hi, Callan. So basically, I just have to walk up to them, tell them escape, as if they couldn't figure that out themselves. I know I'm a little early, but I'm in pain. It is terrible weather. There's some kind of storm front coming through, and my body can't handle it. Arthritis and barometric changes do not go well together, just so you know. Again, just leave. In case you didn't know, leave, lady. Alright, that's it. What's next? Doesn't look like there's anything else down here. Okay. So as for things going on, today is the 15th, which means that these are the remaining DDA contests, etc. These are the guild-only contests that are going on. And then over here are the community contests going on. Always a good thing to know, right? So you can plan what to work on. All right. Oh, the witch matron. She's still bugged. I'm not going to bother with her. Abandoned. All right. What's hers is ours. Oh, I should pick that up. Whatever that is, I forgot to dig. Dig it up. Ow. Lots of complaining on the forums. Nothing of note. People unhappy about one of the new guests, which frankly, I don't blame them because that's so expensive. And then the other one is just a disappointment, that one that doesn't talk much. But definitely the Ernskar is okay, but he's unfortunate. I wonder if this guy drops the lead for that the Minotaurs do in Gold Coast. I'm curious. But in general, like, I just think he's way too expensive, Ernskar. He's not a bad guess, he's just a fortune. I don't really get it. Alright. Let's go find the sparklies. I suppose you're over. Sparklies! Where you be? Come to me so I can dig you up. Nope, I'm out of the range. Sparklies, where are you? Gives to me whatever this is that I'm digging up. That way, huh? Did not expect. I would have expected it to be the other way. but you live, you learn. Okay, what's the sparklies? Here it is. Seriously though, if you're a streamer, you should be promoting yourself on my Discord and anywhere else that people let you. I find that, yeah, I figured it's really helpful. No, it's got to be here-ish. No. Ooh, I'm gonna mess this one up. I screwed up. I find that it's a really, like, streamers really support one another. They've got a strong community. And I think it's a good idea to actually support one another like that. It just, you'll find that it's good for everybody. I'm just gonna give up on this one and start over. That's really, wow, I've not screwed up on that kind of a level in a long time. Usually I get it pretty good. That one might, even when I don't get a green, I usually can pick it out pretty easily. So that was unusual. But seriously, like, promote yourself. Take every opportunity that people offer you, and if you see a promote yourself channel, use it. Give yourself shout outs when people allow it. Don't feel like you're being greedy, because I know, at least in my case, I'm always like, yeah, please shout yourself out. Give yourself some credit. Son of a bitch. This is not going well. Now on one of these days where nothing is going right. Well, that went right. That's good. Yeah, it's fun. Or it can be fun. Sometimes it isn't fun. I'm still not awake yet. Please allow me some time to coffee up. I'm only streaming because I wanted to get going. And besides, I can do this while waiting for 10 o'clock my time. I don't even know what this thing is that I'm digging up. Some sort of shroud. I don't know when I got it or what it does. All right, the next contest thingy is here. Graven Totem. Which one is Briar Rock Ruins? Is anybody in Briar Rock Ruins so I don't have to ski-daddle over there? On some level, I question why I still do these dailies. I don't really have an answer to that. No, I definitely like, oh, is it just a style? It's a style of hat? That's cute. It's a doofy style, but it's a style. I should just wear it for shits and giggles. Because I find that kind of thing funny. So what I've been doing is running the Dwemer. There's 3 Dwemer places that I run. I run Neshwanzel, I run Arcsand, and I run Beatharzel. If you run those once each, I'm fairly sure that you're going to come across quite a few leads, because that's what I've been doing, and I've been successful in getting leads. I mean, RNG is RNG, right? But I do think that if you do them each once a day, you have a really good chance of ending up with some toys. Eat my chicken. I honestly thought this was like a helmet. I didn't realize this was like a goofy helmet. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. Gotta get me my thieves' trove. Boo. I always want crates in those, because I feed the crows daily, and the crows need trash items, certain kinds of trash items, and unfortunately I'm low on most of them because I just haven't been running around stealing. Yesterday I spent a lot of time reading and a lot of time doing research for both work and for pleasure, and didn't really do anything in game. I should be doing things in game. I should be doing more. There's a lot of things that I need to be doing that I'm not doing. But in general, all right, where do I need to go in here? Just the Hagraven totem. All right. I should be working on my creations so that I can enter them into contests and make them satisfying. I should be buying and selling more because I'm going to run out of money if I don't. No, I'm not going to run out of money. I'm going to let down my guilds if I don't have a lot of... I like to keep my slots full. Let's just put it that way. But I'm not going to run out of money. And frankly, I could just donate the money. I'm ridiculous about selling. Like, I feel guilty if I'm not selling, and I really shouldn't. Somewhere in my head, I'm telling myself that I'm going to run out of money, but the reality is that is not going to happen. Come on. I don't really know why there's lurchers here, to be honest with you. Who's hitting me? You? Now, the only problem with doing the 3 dungeons a day to try to find leads is that they do require fighting. There's no cheesy, non-fighting way through, unfortunately. Speaking as someone who always tries to find the cheesy, no-fighting way through. I will say, though, that there are some spots that if you're really, really concerned about it, you could probably cheese it out and just sneak around to certain areas. But it'd be very limited number of spots, and so you'd be mostly traveling a lot for just a couple of things. I think you really do need to fight for these, unfortunately. Unfortunately. With this addition. So I don't really have any advice to give for this particular DLC. Is this a DLC? I think it's a DLC, not an add-on. Yeah, I don't really have any advice for it because I usually give people the cheese ways to loot things, but there really isn't any good cheesing in this. So, there's that. Saws. Sorries. Good morning, Six. Just getting my daily done. And then we're going to go look at houses. Because that is what we do. We look at houses. Alright, lady. If I can call a bird a lady. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. I don't know where the totem is. Did I already get it? No. I just gotta go through this whole stupid place. Okay. I'm still new to these dailies. Not really learned them yet. Neat. I did do all of my writs already. I got up stupid early. There's a combination of things going on with me, but mostly it's there's a lot of pain going on, but there's also my cats being annoying and my husband snoring like crazy. So I'm a cranky pants. All right, so is this outside? This is outside, okay. Where is this lady? Oh, here it is. That's it? Somehow that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I'm still kind of trying to learn these things, but... Alright. I have not noticed anything interesting on the forums. Other than chairs are broken or something. Alright. Why am I here? I don't want to be here. I want to be here. Turn these in and then we'll go to a house. I have been feeling so boring lately. I apologize. I've just not been feeling like doing much of anything except maybe reading and stuff like that. Good morning, Jemima. I'm being boring this morning. Take my stuff, dude.
I was worried you might. Thank you. I heard about the Shroud's tale.
Meow, 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 meow. Where's the other one? Alright. Okay, let's look at a house, shall we? Yeah, potatoes open. Let's go to the oldest antiquarian, which is Hey, It's Me. I did talk to Tracy about updating the stuff on the forums for the cobbles. She likes to do them all at once, and so basically I'm like the complete opposite of her on that. I like to do things every day, which is okay. We just have a different style, but she's still my bud. I'm still crazy about her, so. Titchy Eloise, thank you for the follow. Titchy Eloise. Alright, Hey, It's Me. 13092. Look at these pretty colors. This is like a springtime one. We're gonna go over to EU fairly soon, but I wanted to get a couple of these done. So I'm thinking the exterior is mostly decorated, but this looks lovely. This is a really nice method of making something look Nordic too, is having these long fires. But you don't always have to use the expensive. You could use the Khajiit coals and make one like that. If you want to go cheaper, because that's quite expensive right there. Because sometimes those flaming logs go for 100K or more. Sometimes. It goes up and down. It's a very lovely kitchen. Look at how naturally everything is placed. It isn't just like all put it in order. It's very nicely laid out. Hey, Aurelia. What's up? I got the stupid hat this morning. This hat thing I found the lead for and dug up this morning. So, of course, I have to wear it for all of about 5 seconds before I turn it off because it's ugly as sin. Ugly as sin. Bathroom. Oh, romantic bathroom. Very nice. Oh, extra floor, and somebody closed up the center. I wonder why that is. It's an extra couple of slots, and I wonder why. You would think this makes sense because you need more space. But I wouldn't necessarily want to use slots for filling in a ceiling unless I'm going to use the ceiling. But to each their own. Some crown stuff over here too. Those flowers are crown flowers. Sadly. I wish they weren't. And then lots of very spring-like decor. Look at those pretty trees. No effects. So this little arbor is adorable. This is something you can do. I've seen people do this outside of their houses too. So you kind of have to walk through an arbor in order to get into the house, which I think is really pretty. But this is like a little spot to eat and smoke and enjoy yourself. And then I'm not sure what this is over here. Maybe a prayer area or an entire house. Oh, look at that pool. Nicely done. Okay, that's probably the first time I've seen somebody use negative space in this house to make a pool. And it looks good. And it looks heated, which makes sense. It would have to be heated for you to want to be outside during anything in here. The Reach is cold. Not as cold as the South. I mean, the ice heels, as they call the other Nords, but definitely... Oh, look, they made kind of another one. That's neat. Clever. Hello! And then we have a fishing shack. This makes sense. A lot of people do fishing up here. Doop 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 doop. Now this is interesting. I would have expected this portion to be turned into the pool, but they totally threw my expectations upside down and did something completely different, which is great. I like the fact that they did something different. That's cool. Also, this stairway is unexpected. Really neat. Let's go to Sir Raffi's house real quick. View dang. Because I think there's one hall that has some things in it that I may not have seen. Some displays. Ow! Pain! Ow! Pain! Stab it in the face. I just got a message from myself that I'm streaming. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna let my husband handle that one. His cousins are reaching out to find out why he's not answering their emails about the holidays. I can tell you why he's not answering their emails about the holidays. It's because he's him. He never does. He's terrible about it. Also, nobody knows what the hell they're doing because of COVID. So, is it fun? I've been seeing people do it, doing a lot of that game. Where did they? Did she get rid of them? Maybe she did. Maybe there's nobody here right now. Okay. That means that there is nothing to tour here. Let's go to one more non-alpine. We'll go to Verendale. Wait, no. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Verendale's exercise country cottage. A lot of people are doing things like that. There's also, you know, Baldur's Gate came out and a lot of people are playing that. And then the Valhalla thing came out and a ton of people are playing that. I also see a lot of people playing Phantasmagoria. So, you know, we go through these times with ESO. It's like where other games come out and people decide they want to play those instead for a while. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just pointing out. Ah! No. That it happens, you know. Okay, here we have this little cute little arch. 320 items out of 400. And look at this farm. Isn't this farm the stupid adorable? Packs plants, first of all. You packs mushrooms to make the dirt. And then it's got these cute little... It's just an adorable little garden, honestly. Now look at all pumpkins hidden in the patch here. Very, very pretty. Farm-like adorbs. Very cute. Oh, multi waterfalls. Nicely lit too. I bet it's beautiful at night. You know, this arch goes really well with this kind of a farmer theme. Very natural. Oh, little stuffed animal. And lovely clutter with flowers in a bucket. Oh, that's so pretty. This is lovely. Very cozy home. I would want to spend time here. I wouldn't eat that. I'd eat that. But I would want to spend time here. Alright. We'll go over to EU. Because there's a lot. I think there was some updates for a whole bunch of things, but AGS looked like an MM, whole bunch of updates. Not Philgo's MM, I mean Charlocran's. And it seems like those are improving something that I long have suspected doesn't work, which is exclude outliers. I have for a very long time believed that that does not get excluded, that it just doesn't work. I'm not trying to pick on Philgo. I mean, who the hell knows why these things work the way they do or don't work. But I actually think that it hasn't worked for a very long time because I don't feel like it does exclude the outliers. But it seems like Charlocran is trying to fix that over installments. It seems like the last 2 installments have been him trying to fix the exclude outliers thing, which would be good. I'm not really sure, like, if it's limited to, like, you need, like, a certain number of outliers, which would be weird. Hold on, I'm out of focus. There we go. I don't know. That's what's going on with that. Not much else. Let me look at the contests again real quick. All right. So, appreciation and thankfulness is my cat build, but I have not put any work into the cobbles or making it unique. So we've got like 5 days to bring that up to standards. And I don't know if I can do it. I do think I want to do something with the flooring of the bridge, but we'll figure it out. We'll see if I can even do anything with that. Alright. What have we here? Let us do... Oh wow, look! Tons of houses. Andric Fragler's Alinor crest. I haven't done one of those in a while. And then, damn it! I keep hitting the same button over again. That's popping up something I don't want to pop up. Why are you being stupid? My Discord is just not working right now. I'll just close it. Alright. Here we go. Andy Kragler. Oh, it's full. Nice. That's very unusual. So, do we have... Who do we have living here? That's what I want to figure out. Because there's a mixture of Redrin. Listen to me. Redguard. I always mix that up. There's some kitty stuff. Alinor. High Elf. Dark Elf. Very eclectic at this point. So it's going to be hard to tell who lives here based on the types of furnishings at this point. No effects. We're going to have to try to use our imaginations to figure it out. Maybe not their race, but what they do and who they are, maybe. Somebody with money. Sitting here with Misma to serve them. Somebody accomplished. Has done enough to get trophies. Oh, what are you doing here, Tithis? That's an odd thing. Wonder what he's doing. Maybe more than one person lives here. Here's the bath. Nope, just one person because there's only one bed. Interesting. More crafting and reading, library, all that. But someone who does like to throw a party. So I'm going to go with a wealthy noble who throws a lot of parties and is very smart and accomplished. I'm not going to guess a race, though. I don't think we could. But it's I hope I'm right. I'm curious about that. It's very pretty. Dude, certainly, whoever lives here has money. Alright. Object Manip. Hall of Studies. Last visited 11 months ago. Oh, we don't want that one. Skip down from Andy Kragler's. Phedre's Theater. Shemarand. St. Delyn. Shemarand just recently joined our Discord, so I know that Shemarand pays attention, which is good. I like it when people tune into their own house stuff. Always good. Alright. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So there should be drops today still. And we should still have multiple... Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. That's pretty spectacular for St. Delyn's especially. Look at that. Okay, couple of things. First of all, the reflection of the window is pretty fantastic like that. But secondly, what the hell is with the pixelization of the window stuff? Why is it pixelated? What is with that? Like, even if it's spread out, it shouldn't be pixelated. You see what I'm talking about? It looks like ass that it's so pixelated. Go away. There. I don't know. I don't get it. But definitely a theater, because you've got... At first, the name is theater. But also, you got the little horn here. You got music. You got two people acting. This window is great scenery. I suppose that land... Oh, it lights it up. It's like a footlight. That is very nice. They put a lot of effort into this. A lot of thought. Is this leading off stage? This is leading off stage. This is really amazing for 30 items especially. Really, really cool. Super impressed, Chamarand. I also like the use of the masks. It's sort of like the theater masks, you know, the smiley and the sad drama comedy. I wish I were. I don't think that works. But wow, excellent job. Excellent job. I wonder what the play is about. This is really cool. Chinspun may not be on yet. Cyber Queen may not be. It's fantastic, Chamarand. It's actually some of the... it may be my favorite of St. Delyn's ever. It's super clever. I didn't even notice the cushions until just now. Really good job. I love the first with the stairs like that look like seats, you know? And look at that light underneath. It's just so well done. It's really good. I really do think it's my favorite. Better than my own. Is Cyber Queen or Chinspun on? Otherwise, we'll go to shoot myself in the head and do a Zanmir. Firelight 0306. It's not because I don't like the bigger houses. It's that I don't care for the fact that I don't know where to look, and a lot of time spent running around in these bigger houses is spent looking at nothing. Because, you know, people only have things over here or over here or over here. Hey, Ula. Oh, I take that back. This one's going to be different. I like. Oh, look at the snack face. Well done. Cool. You don't need to type. It's okay. I don't know where the thingy is to sign in. Maybe I don't have one. Oh, this is neat. Completely different. Enclosed. Usually this whole section is open. You know, usually I would say I like to see the waterfall section, but this actually highlights just how fast the water's going, and I like it. It's really good lighting too. A crystal section with a buried body. Wow, this stuff is really clever. This might be for ruins. Oh no, ruins is for HFB. I don't know why. I don't know. Oh, no problem. I care about stuff. I may not be all together here, but I do try to let people know I care about their hard work, because, you know, sometimes you'll do a house and nobody will visit or nobody will care, and it's like, somebody cares about your work. No matter what you think. And that's why I started doing this, because when I started, no one gave a damn. So this is a homemade section. This has, like, this crafting section is completely handmade, because there's nothing like this here. You know, I was working on my Hundings when I wanted to do something like this. and I had put so much effort and work into certain details of it that nobody noticed and nobody visited. And then I think J Hart come visit, and he missed everything that I was so proud of. And I'm not blaming him for it. What I'm saying is that I realize that it's an inherent problem with housing that, you know, it's not built into the game that a lot of people have any way to come see it. Ooh, gross. Like, people don't know that they're welcome to come see your house, unless you use EHT, but that's not inherent to the game. And secondly, I think just having one person look at it, they're gonna miss some of the details. You usually want more than one person to come take a look, especially if your details are really subtle. I try to catch them, but I don't always. I miss rooms sometimes. I miss part of Futerco's castle, which I have to go back to, but I haven't figured out how to get into the part I missed yet. Lots of living undead. Me too. And believe me, I think Cardi believes the same thing. It's certainly been a recommendation from a lot of us that the kind of open house sort of UI thing should be part of the base game. But based on the fact that Cardi has zero time, I don't know when it's coming, if it's coming. I don't know if they want that to be part of the UI or not. Maybe they have some reason. Sometimes I hear the reasoning for things and it surprises me. Like, I can be really way off about what oh, look at this kitchen. Like, for example, you know, the newest houses are just ginormous. They're enormous. The 2 new houses coming. Both of them. The ones that aren't out yet are like scary, so much bigger than anyone could possibly fill it with 700 items. So we have like a library down here, or a museum. And that really ticked me off at first. I was ranting and raving, but then I was encouraged to think about it differently. Aww. You can always send me videos. It would be. And I mean, even Port-a-Friend now is trying to incorporate that kind of a thing, but I don't think it's going to work very well for him or her who writes it, because they have to individually add each house. That's going to take them forever. Into the hard code. Hey, Sparrowhawk. But the thing is that, you know, I was looking at these big houses thinking, okay, so the devs are completely not listening to us. They're not paying attention to what we need. This is completely the opposite of what we've asked for. Rant, 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 rant. And then it was pointed out to me, well, you may want to raise this up a pixel or two, Fairlight. You got a little flickering. And then it was pointed out to me that it was likely the intent of the devs to give us a lot of different options, to close off pieces, so that we're gonna go to Old Mistveil, the Crystal Abode, Glaciana. Hi Skittle, how you doing? To close off pieces of the new houses so that you only use a portion. So they're giving you different options within the ginormous house, which makes sense. And once I looked at it that way, I was like, okay, so maybe they aren't being completely ignoring us. They're looking at it differently than how we do. And so I'm aware that that happens a lot with my interpretation or other people's interpretations of what they're doing, like the devs are doing or Zoss is doing. It's like, sometimes I wish they would explain more. Oh, I'm so sorry. I spelled your name wrong again. I always add an extra but. Thanks, Skittle. But. I always do this wrong. PTV. There we go. That did it. I know, it's my bad. I'm not feeling so good either. Oh, okay. I will edit. I think it's on my list of things to do. You're welcome. But I'm on EU right now. Sparrowhawk, antiquarian. No, Stillwater. Okay. We are in Glaciana's Old Mistveil. So, I don't know. I wish that more often they would go on record and say, this is our intention. Because I think we would be a lot less mad if we understood the reasoning behind it. Please do. Yes. Yes, and I will play them. I always am willing to play console stuff. I know, right? I'm looking at this thinking the same thing. Crystals and glowies. It reminds me of my glow house. It's really pretty. And look at the balances of colors, the yellow and the blue right next to each other. I think that, look at these colors. They would be beautiful. I mean, it makes sense why it's the crystal house, right? Well, that's a nice combo. Flame, crystals, all sorts of stuff. Just layered. And of course, I love hanging these from trees. That's something I do all the time. Aw, the baby is on the pillow. To be nice and safe. Oh, fairy ring in the barn. Cute. I just wish that they would say more often, because I think a lot of times we get mad at them because we don't know the reasoning, and the reasoning might make us feel better. Yes, he could be toasting his marshmallow. That sounds really wrong, doesn't it? They could use a piece of bread. Like stick a piece, oh, they've got a lantern on the end of this one, but they could put a piece, you know, those little bites of bread? Stick one on the end and it'll look like it's marshmallow. I like these lights. I haven't seen people do this, I don't think, as intending them to be lights. I've seen people light them up that way, but... Oh, pretty. Ah, multi-layer feast. I wonder if this one is going to be a J-Heart. Plus, embedded tables. Excuse me, just a moment. I will be right back. Enter the contest. Okay, here we are. Because if you check it out, they've got actually embedded cobbles. You see the tables within the table? That's the Orcish, and then these are High Elf. But also, J-Heart had specifically mentioned build up. So this builds up. Plus, check it out. Like, even the food they use builds up. So you don't just have the table. You also have the food itself is pointing upwards. I think that's a good way to interpret what J-Heart meant. And then they have this lovely little centerpiece. That is really interesting. Somebody really believes in her scene, though. I'm gonna guess an Argonian, just based on the baby outside. Kitchen. Not seeing a lot of Argonian food, but that doesn't mean that it's not an Argonian. Argonian thingies. And that's an interesting chandelier using that plant as the bottom. I like the colors in here too. This is very pretty, Glaciana. If this is for the contest, best of luck to you. I am not entering it because I don't think I can get that and everything else done at the same time. A little art corner over here, very cute. Like, I have too much going on that I'm trying to fix that I don't think I could. Look at me, I look like I'm Easter over here, playing with colors. Tell you what, undo changes, and then leave the black, and then you can because I don't have black on this character, and we do. Nope. Undo changes, so the middle is the black. There we go. That looks good. Nothing, Skittle. You don't need to do anything. All you do is, it doubles it's an experience multiplier, and it's a node, crafting node multiplier. There is no impresarial, there are no actual events. It's just a go run around and pick things and do stuff and get experience. And it ends on Monday, I think. Aw, Siffy. It took me a minute. I was like, Everelia, did you spell that wrong? But now I know what you mean. You're welcome. It's a confusing thing. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright. Phedre's bunker. Grand Sijic. I thought you were trying to say silly. Okay. Aw. Kitty right up front. 700 out of 700. We have handmade weaponry. That is well done. Look at those. I don't know if they were could be called a cannon, or if you would consider this a laser. But that's different. I like. And then you have all the palisades up. Oh my gosh, they have a plane. I'm gonna... Holy crow, they have an old-fashioned plane. A water plane. A water ski plane. Holy crap. If Swanks were here, she'd be dying. That's amazing. Beautiful. Really talented. Seaplane, that's the word. I don't know if it's a pontoon. I don't know. I thought pontoons were bridges. I guess it could be this. All I know is in the Civil War, a pontoon were a couple of boats connected to make a bridge. I don't know about anything else. It is excellent. It's really detailed and well done. Well, Phedre knows what they're doing. Hi, Cyber. I skipped over one of your houses because I wanted to wait to see if you would show up. So, you did. So we'll go back to one of your houses. Oh, wow. I see. Bunker. This makes perfect sense now. It is a bunker. Really cool. Hi, Gladian. Yes, I'm on EU right now. Checking out the bunker over here. Yeah, it is cool. It would never occur to me to make a bunker. But it looks good. Oh my gosh, a whole new toilet. Oh, you know how pleasing that is to me, folks. Alright, I gotta do this in 2 shots. Okay, got you. That's some funny shit, though, with the Hercene toilet paper holder. Okay. Got a storage back here. And this is all done with mostly coral. Like the coral limestone floor thingers. Man, you could seal that whole thing up. Oh, it's also using lakemire stuff. It is. It's wild. I wonder if I missed anything because I went one way. It does. It does. There's a whole lot of combinations that do work. Okay, that was the bedroom. Okay, I think we've seen it all, but that's really cool. Nicely done. Still love the plane. The plane was worth the price of admission. And it doesn't look like you can get up there. Alright, off to Cyber Queen's house. Let's see. Well, we will do Cyber Queen's exercise. We have not done an exercise over here. It does look great. Oh gosh, really, I'm sorry. I did take a picture. Let me show you. While this is loading, I did in fact take a picture. See? So I'm seeing a some sort of that, what do you call it, piece from the Lux vendor, and then just multiple pipes with pipe ends open. That's what I'm thinking we're seeing. Ah! Uh-oh, I hid myself. Allow me to fix myself. What's going on here? This is... Oh, that's the alert box, not me. Okay. It is cool. Sorry about that. I try to catch it when people ask me to get close-ups, and I just wasn't paying attention. Also, since Ula's not paying attention, I'm going to change my filter. Just for her. To one that I specifically got just for her. This one is my own makeup. All it's doing is changing everything else. So yeah, I've got a weird head on. Just for Ula. She didn't switch me yet, so... I love hanging lanterns from trees. Headbanger. So, this is lovely. This is like a second floor, which I love. Because you get the great views. But it's also got... I think you went with the spooky, because I see this Banekin who I kind of can't stand Banekin, and that's perfect, because if it's scary, we got skeletons and bones and maybe blood and wiggly broccolis and a fart stick. There's all sorts of stuff here that's could be read as spooky. So we've got a mixture, I think. Oh yeah, we got scary here. Wow, that is, you added an extra room on to the cabin, to the cottage, and it looks really good actually. It's like a shed, pumpkin patch. And here we have the witchy area with a boiling cauldron of ick. Actually, it's a very nice kitchen though. It's good to know the witch gets her daily fruit. Might be a Bosmer with all the Bosmer touches, which would be really sacrilegious, but kind of awesome. Oh, you put the crow, the raven in the window. That looks really good. Familiar, I'm assuming. Multiple familiars. You've got multi kitties, plus the raven. Eek. Oh. They're in so much trouble if it's a Bosmer. Eating all those plants. Balinwood's just gonna swallow them up. And then we've got the spooky black tendrils with the snot and the scary plants that are gonna eat you. And this whole section just makes me feel like I'm going to be dragged down by like these things. They're gonna drag me down and kill me. Wind is kicking up. We're supposed to get 50-mile-per-hour gales today. And it's... Oh, you got the hand. Reaching out. Save me! And the willow trees look lovely. I want willow trees in all of my houses. Looking good. Witch house. Yeah, it could be pea soup, but pea soup doesn't usually look like it reeks. That green looks like it just smells awful, right? This person really needs to do some dusting and some spiderweb removal because they're just a slob. They really need to clean up. Good job. It actually, all the spider webs make me feel ick on purpose. Like, I think that's a really good way to make people feel uncomfortable. Zogaline's moonsugar. Zogaline! Isn't that crown? Or set? That might be set. I don't remember. Headbanger. $695. It's full. Nice big one too. I think so. I think it's from the witchy set. Now that you folks mention it. Uh-oh. Okay, that's cool. This person is using effects. What you see right there is a portal. No, not a portal. It's a blur effect we're going to walk into. But you see how it's blurry? Blur effect. I'm not sure why they put it in there. A lot of times there's a reason for a blur effect and other times there's not. Sometimes people just think it looks cool. But then there's also, I've seen people like want you to think that you're drunk or high. Like if you walk into a skooma den and have a little bit of a blur, you can pretend like the person is a little out of it. There's lots of little creative things you can do. I think it works really well if you want them to do a, yeah, that's true. It works really well if you want them to do a parkour course. If you blur it up, it's another trick that you can use to make it harder. Oh, that's lovely. Look at that little arrangement there with the, that's an EHT water. But look how pretty. With or without, it's very pretty. Good use of the butterfly bush. And this is like a little cozy nook to lay down, and that's a cobble bed out of tables, I believe. Very clever. I'd sleep here as long as they don't have mosquitoes. Mosquitoes I'm allergic to. I've screwed in summer and winter. You know? In the summer, oh, that's a cute umbrella! Oh, well done. In the summer, I'm allergic to mosquitoes. So there's that. And then in the winter, ever since I had cancer, I have erythromyalgia, which makes my skin very sensitive to cold, to the point where like my skin will turn a little colors and it feels like it's burning. So I'm really damned no matter what time of year I go out of the house. So I don't really leave much, sadly. Oh, that's an interesting color trick there. Also an effect. Beautiful gardening. Temples. Isn't it, though? We can last a long time if you keep us in a nice, cool place in the dark. Nicely set up altar here. Ooh. Nearly missed the main event over here. Okay, another one of these lovely little arrangements. The benefit of this is that you don't have to put like plants all over this ginormous area and use all your slots. You just make little focal points. And I think that's really a smart way to do it. Because you're limited, you know? That's one of the newer effects. That star looking thing up there is a newer effect. So I think that's really smart to focus into spots, your decorations. Not try to cover every single piece of earth because it's next to impossible. Well, that's a handmade house with a dragon on top with what I think are candles for eyes. Yeah, this would be a good RP house for that reason, I think. Plus, it's pretty. And anybody who works with these curtains has my respect because, oh, look at the little doggy bed. That's adorable. Because those things are a pain in the ass to work with, those curtains. Nice little kitchen and sink. Yeah, it is a beautiful view. Initially, I wanted to do something like this, but ended up not. Also, another nice touch, someone who knows what they're doing, look, they broke up this room. They could have just had it be one flat, wide open area, like the way some floor plans are. But instead, you've got a kitchen, and you've got this little, you know, fire nook to sit here, read, sleep, or whatever. And then you've got the library over here, and then this section is a bedroom, interior bedroom. And then you have a jacuzzi. Oh, that looks nice. Look at the way they incorporated the effect into the foreground. That's a really cool trick. I'm actually quite impressed by that. That looks really, really good. And yes, the view is just a spectacular view. Let's go on to, oh, we even got a little porch seating area here. And then you can go down here and fish. And just enjoy the view. This is beautiful. Good job, Zaglin. Zalgaline? I don't know you, but you're quite talented. It's so hard to build a freestanding, even in Moonsugar Meadow. It's rough sometimes, and you made it a very nice house. It's nicely shaped too. Sometimes people lose the shape when they're trying to build something. You got it. And it's nice garden in front too. I did notice that there was a Halloween display in the back, so we'll go back there, but this also is really a cool idea, lifting up the statue so it looks like she's standing on a pedestal of magic. Stable. And here's what I saw out of the corner of my eye. I don't think I got... Oh, I did see that. Okay, yeah. I saw this out of the corner of my eye. So this is like the Halloween display, I'm thinking. Right? Happy Halloween. Let's hit up another antiquarian on this server. We did Andy Craglor. Alright, let's do Dark Galaxies Antiquarian. Thank you so much for the follow, Yola. I wonder if they're actually featuring me on Facebook again. That would be interesting. And nice. And good. Now, folks, just so you know, if you are watching on one of the other sources, so if you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube, you don't get the drops. So if you want the drops that Zos gives, you have to link your account to Twitch. And then you have to link your Zos account to Twitch. Here we go. And then you can, when you watch me on Twitch, you'll get drops when I have them, which, like today, I do. So I'm going to guess this is going to be a gallery type. Because I'm seeing, oh, I could be wrong. Oh, embedded seating. That looks good. Sometimes I guess, and I give my best guess, which is like, oh, is this going to be a domestic house, or is this going to be a museum, or is this going to be, whatever, but looks to me like I was wrong when I guessed it was going to be just a museum. I think this is a home base. For multiple people, obviously. Got a nice big kitchen. Oh, look at the nice way they set up their plates. That looks good. Lots of big meals because we have a lot of people. Plenty of tables for a lot of people. No effects. Library. Big feast area for more formal events. Huge amount of booze. Because, it is the Reach after all. Nords live here. Extra floor, by the way. We'll get to that. Broke up the room even more into multiple pieces. So you got a bathroom with a bath, a literal bath in it. And then here's a sink so anyone can walk it. See, these are the smart bathrooms that you sometimes see in hotels, but not often. You walk into this first portion, right? And anyone can use the sink at any time because that's not, privacy thingy. But then you've got the toilet, which usually you can close off separately. So someone can use the sink while you're using the toilet, or someone can take a bath while you're using the toilet. I don't know what that means, but I'll take your word for it. I do like that the second floors are using that nice tile floor. really beautiful. Very solid second floor. Usually I just see planks, but this person went full on tile floors. Very lovely. What goes up over here? Another, I guess, a library sitting area. Some of the bedrooms for the many people living here. I don't know if this is an inn. It could be an inn. Oh, lovely. Oh, how pretty. Unexpected garden is unexpected. How pretty. Nicely lit, too. Reminds me of Vegas. There's one of the casino hotels there has a massive garden in it. I forget which one. But I don't live near enough to there anymore to go visit. Not that I would now anyway, given that, you know, COVID. But, oh, we closed this off. I wonder if we closed off for breaking up? Breaking it up into pieces? No? Oh, it's just to create a different view. Interesting. To close off the view somewhat. I wonder why. To keep the lighting in darker? I wonder what the purpose is. I like that they used the same statue over it. Kind of gives it a theme. Just so you guys know, I'm fighting through some terrible pain today, so as the wind kicks up even more, I'm feeling it even more. It might be psychological, you know? But we're gonna go back to NA and continue our March of Antiquarians, because honestly, that's all we've got left. Oh, nice little area to sit and booze. It looks to me like they were gonna add more up here, but they haven't yet. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but it just almost looks to me like there was something gonna happen up here. Switch filters. You don't like my crazy head? Alright, we'll do a selfie. This is my actual makeup. This is what I look like today. This is not any additional makeup or anything. I saw that. I saw that. Do you want me to look at it, or should we wait to a time when I'm in a better state of mind and can actually give you like decent feedback instead of my head hurting and being cranky? Cranky? Oh, nice. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Did you have fun? Golden Griffin is a hard one too, because only 30 items can be really hard. Okay, we can do it probably tomorrow when I'm feeling a little better, because I don't want to ruin it and poo all over your hard work. Oh, it's only 11 here. We've only been going an hour. That's how few houses we have. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Ollie, swelling. Did your blood test come back normal? Were you anemic at all? Because initially my cancer showed up. It's a very rare cancer, but the way that my cancer showed up was I started swelling. My feet were swelling, my hands were swelling. And I went to the doctor and they said, oh, you're just a little bit anemic. Here, take some iron pills. And then a couple months later, 2 months later, I got into a car accident when I passed out because I had almost no blood in me. Um, it's just something to pay attention to if you're anemic. I want to get better soon too. Sadness. Oh, load your boat, you slow ass thing. Why you so slow? Trust your gut, Ollie. Trust your gut. That's all I gotta say, because I think that's why I'm still alive today, is that I actually, after that experience, I started to trust my feelings on these things and ask my oncologist certain questions that led to certain kinds of treatments that I think put me into remission. Um, no one's going to do more research on your condition than you are, right? So your hunches are often correct, it's my takeaway. Agreed. Agreed. Hopefully you'll get a doctor who is one of those people who just won't stop. Air Dingle, let's go to your unsettling ritual here. You know, it's always, this is a weird thing to say, but I found that it's not the sneaky little symptoms that are really signify a problem. It's the big symptoms that it's obviously something is wrong, but you either learn to ignore it, or your doctors are ignoring it, or you've gotten used to it, like swelling, or wow, you went all out with the EHT too. Wow, that looks fabulous. Aridin, this looks really good. Nice job. Wow, let me turn off the effects for a minute. Okay, see you later. Here's the one thing I would change. Put a little light over here. And you have a spot for it, so you can. Because it's hard to see it. So I would put a little light in the box or something so that you can actually see it. The rest of it is perfect. You know what I mean? Because I can't tell what's going on over here, and I kind of think you should be able to see Dark Mother. I think that adds a lot. Oh, it's not a box, it's a graveyard. You know, hide a candle here. Oh yeah, definitely recognizable. I like. Very good job, honestly. I like it a lot. You should be a little stubborn, but I know, I hate going to the doctor because it's like, first of all, a lot of times they're jerks. But secondly, it's a pain because, let's go to Syria. Is Charlie B1? Let's do that. But also, it's like, you know, I want to be believed, and I always am afraid that, oh yeah, Azalea, that's a good suggestion. That actually is a really good suggestion. It would go with the red too. I have a trouble forcing myself go to the doctors because I'm afraid they're not going to believe me. So much of the things that I've experienced have been not really provable. It's like, I'm in pain. Okay. That's nice, right? This is Charlie BC1. B1. I think it might be a town. I'm not sure. I think it's under construction. 556. So it's frustrating, but it's something I can totally identify with. Outdoor bathroom with you on, because it's like, you know, took me years to get finally diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And nicely used antiquities. I think this is more of a gallery. I was told so many times I didn't have it, but I knew better. They say, and then science advanced and they got better tests, and sure enough, with the new tests, it came back positive. Lets him be judgmental. I wonder how much of, oh, I like the shelving being up and down. I wonder how much of that, Azalea, is my own insecurity. Because I've had doctors never tell me I don't believe you. Or it's just in your head or anything like that. But I interpret it that way if I don't have tests to back it up. And I think that's the lawyer in me. I don't know that I've ever had a doctor who did that to me. I think I do it to myself, to be completely honest with you. And I should trust myself to know that I present as a very sane human being. I make sense, you know? It's not like I come across like, oh, yeah. That's true. That's true. But there are some doctors who say they don't believe you. My mother had, about 20 years ago, she had a hysterectomy because all of her insides had just turned into ulcers after her uterus became just full of ulcers and cysts and everything after she gave birth to me. Over the years, it just got worse and worse, and she was in terrible pain. And she had been swelling up. And she went to the doctor, and I literally tell you, he told her that she was gaining weight and swelling because she's Italian, and she needs to put the fork down. And that's what was wrong with her. My dad nearly punched the guy. Then I went to a second doctor who actually did tests and found out that my mom was full of cysts and ulcers and stuff in her uterus, had it removed, and things got better. But she's still never gotten over that. Huh. This guy might have a problem with women. Or girl might have a problem with women. Sometimes women have more of a problem with women than other. You are welcome, Kit Kavash. This is interesting with all the dragons. Make sure you hit ! potato. Get entered into the contest today. So mostly museum I'm going with. I'm gonna say that this is a museum. Also, nice use of the blue ball thingies up there. Oh, I know. Absolutely casual. Oh my god, same thing. I am the same thing. When you're in chronic pain, every day is a 5. You're right. And you get used to it. And my husband woke up with a hurty back the other day, and he's like, oh. And when we talked about it, he was like, it's more of an annoyance than actual just pain. And I'm like, that's my everyday below baseline, you know? Wow. That's wild. You need to get away from this doctor. But, you know, my parents could have sued that guy for saying that to her. It did indeed cause emotional harm, amongst other things. That messed her up. And if she had relied on what he said, instead of getting a second opinion and getting tests done, she could have gotten worse and had really bad things happen. And I don't even want to guess what those really bad things would be. Jackass. That looks like a diving board. Oh, Latherin, thank you. I can't see what... Nice to see you. We're just finishing up this antiquarian. And I have a backlog of antiquarians today. We'll probably just do one more. And then... see how that goes. We'll look at Kaiser Nick's College of Junal. Hit exclamation point potato if you're on pcna or pceu so that you can get entered into the contest for 50,000 gold. I took notes at every one of my cancer appointments and didn't bother him at all. Oh, but then again, he saved my life, so who the hell knows? You know, some doctors are good like that, some doctors aren't. Kaiser Nick, 600 out of 600. And I forget what this one is called, if this one has a name. College of Junal. We just said it, Karen. You're so dummy. So this is a college. Don't know who Junal is, but... make sure that if you just entered, and you haven't, hit exclamation point potato for PCNA, PCEU only, 50,000 gold. And then we have, wow. So here are the dorms, I'm guessing. And look at that nice bunk bed they made just by combining those. That looks really good. I didn't look through these when I first marked them off. So I'm exploring them for the first time. I do like the fact that they put like tiles down here as opposed to just using the regular wood. And then they built this up, which is fascinating as well. You know, the best luck I've ever had with me trusting my gut and going with what I believed has always been with a vet. I do a lot of research, and so far I've been able to keep my animals alive way past the time that we were told that they were going to die because of the way that we treat them. I don't know, some of it's just luck, I suppose. Look at the little pieces of paper on here. That looks really good. It's like a label. So you can read about what each thing is. Whoa! Are you not supposed to get through here? I'm guessing you shouldn't get through here. That's wild. So there's that. It is nicely broken up, very much so. And we have a bathroom, a traditional-like bathroom back here. It can't smell very good, though. What are we doing back here? Just crafting, painting, sewing. Oh, another forge. I have a collection of forged pictures, so. And the wood next to that, very nice. Nothing up there, except the head. But we do have back rooms. Twitch is being twitchy. Alright, I'm gonna call the contest. So the giveaway. Pick winner. Winner is Hey Pixie! I'm gonna have to give it to you when I get back on EU. Sorry. But thank you for there we go. There you go. Congrats and thanks everybody for entering. I'll be doing it again tomorrow. So stop by and enter, even if you just pop in to enter. Okay, so this is a homemade home. Homemade home? Made by hand, because this isn't here. I'm trying to say it's a meeting room. Maybe the staff meets here? Or this is the dean or the staff. That's got to be like the dean or something, because it's one bed. That's lovely. Okay. Let me pull open Twitch.